In Britain, thousands of nurses walked off their jobs today, and it is the largest strike in the history of UK's health service. The nationwide walkout comes after a bitter dispute over wages and comes amid wider disagreements involving a number of public service unions. Reporter Giles Gibson brings us the details from outside St Thomas's Hospital in London.
Well, these nurses have been standing outside this hospital in central London on the picket line throughout the day on a very cold day here in London. They've been chanting and holding up signs and placards with messages such as "Honk if you support fair pay for nurses." I can tell you, standing here over the last few hours or so, there has certainly been a lot of cars, a lot of buses and truck drivers honking their horns to show their support for this strike by these nurses. But of course, as they're standing on this picket line, they are not out on hospital wards, they're not at health centres all over the country and all over the capital, London. Now, due to a deal that was done before this strike with the government, some really important services have not been affected, so things like chemotherapy and intensive care wards. But some more routine offerings, some more routine services and surgeries have been affected by this strike. Now, the Royal College of Nursing, the RCN, which has organised this industrial action, is demanding a pay rise of roughly 19% for nurses in the UK. They are saying that is not just because of the high level of inflation currently in this country, but also they say that they've had an effective, in real terms, pay cut over the last decade or so. The Health Secretary, Steve Barclay, has responded to that, saying that that pay request, that pay demand is simply unaffordable, and the government ahead of this strike had offered around 4% across the different types of nurses in this country. There is another strike set to take place on the 20th of December next week, but the two sides are just so far apart in terms of their offers, that 4% figure and that 19% figure, that certainly we can expect to see more of this type of industrial action as we head into 2023.